Daniel enlisted in the U.S. Navy in 2005, but after deploying to the prisons at Guantanamo Bay, Daniel began a process of critically examining his beliefs and has been organizing to help end imperialism around the world and against this aggression in Cuba. So thank you, Daniel.
Thank you. So I am a U.S. Navy veteran, but I am not proud of the time that I spent in the Navy. Least of all, I'm ashamed of the fact that I deployed to Cuba and worked in the U.S.'s torture prisons in Guantanamo Bay. Far too few people today realize that the U.S. is militarily occupying a portion of Cuba. This is one sign among many of how the U.S. is continuing a decades-long war against the Cuban people. What I am proud of since leaving the military is that I have been working together with about-face Veterans Against the War. We are an organization of post-9/11 military members and veterans who are organizing against America's policy of forever wars. And we recognize that what the U.S. policy is against Cuba is a policy of war. It is a policy of war through the occupation of the Guantanamo Bay Naval Base and the operation of the torture prison that continues. It is a policy of war because of the economic sanctions that have gone on for decades, punishing the Cuban people for exercising sovereignty in the world and choosing not to live in a capitalist hellscape under which we live today. We recognize that it is a policy of war that America has against the people of Cuba by blockading energy resources, by denying people access to life-saving health care and other things that they need, by preventing fuel and resources from entering the country. And at About Face, we join you in solidarity with the Cuban people and against America's policy of war. Today, we want to call out a fact that is little remembered. As much as we on the left tend to speak of union power, we often forget the ability that there could be within the United States military to grind these wars to a halt if those who are in the military refuse to fight. And so we encourage you, who are supporters of people seeking liberation around the world, to also realize and speak out for those who are in the military resisting these illegal and immoral wars. We want to make it so that any member of the military has a right to refuse orders in any operation, whether domestically in support of ICE or internationally in attacking Iran, Cuba, or any other country. With our comrades from Anti-War Chicago, I want to lead us in a chant. No boots on the ground, no bombs in the air. No boots on the ground, no bombs in the air.